Turns rocky, I will not let go. I am the calm and chaos, I am the seed that grows. God made me for this purpose, walking tall and light. Every step I take can turn the dark to bright. And when my name is tested, I answer with my song. A queen by my own, buried where I belong. All hail, all hail, crowned by grace and between what the world has seen. Oh, yeah. All hail, side by side, I'll rise to shine and lead the dream. If all else fails, remember what is true. Her eagle heart can lift the whole world through. I was born to rule this land with the night. Feet Greek stand, a queen bee.
My beautiful people, come on in, I am a stew queen. Be thoughts over, we are our brothers and sisters, keeper known as the royal gladiators, where you hide peace, laughter and love. Come into my queendom, enjoy the show. We are the royal gladiators. Queendom, enjoy the show. We are the royal gladiators.
In the queendom, astute checks temperatures on Tuesday and Friday to make sure everyone is good. There is commentary on some of your favorite television shows and movies. Tune into the front in our app and video. We definitely can't miss the jam sessions on your old and new school music.
Come into my queendom, enjoy the show. We are the royal gladiators in the queendom. Enjoy the show. We are the royal gladiators.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, beautiful people. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Stu Queen's Thoughts. I'm a Stu Queen B, and this is my channel. Y'all know we're the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. Like I said, I pray that everyone is having a wonderful day, afternoon, weekend, whatever, evening, whatever time it is that you're listening to this. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all lending me y'all listening ear. Cause I know a lot of people you want me to be on camera all the time. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. It don't work for me. Maybe when my hair, I get my dreads back in order. Maybe I'll do it then. But until then, I will not. So please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to both channels. I would appreciate it. Feel free to share the video. I don't mind. And hit that like button, please. Tap that like button. And I appreciate all that has been taking their time to drop by and listen to me fuss and complain and ramble, or give y'all what y'all need. Okay? So, what I'm talking about today, and hello to the Bush babies, because I always get a lot of Bush babies. They don't ever want to speak. But anywho, as I was saying, hold on, y'all. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, let me see something. All right, I unmuted it, so it should be bouncing. Bouncing around. There it goes. But anywho, as I was saying, this video is a story time. I want y'all to listen to the story. I'm not going to say no names. I'm going to use scenarios, but I'm not going to use names. And I want y'all, anybody that listens to this video, keep it real with yourself as well as others when I bring this subject up. So this is a little story time. This is about a woman. Oh, matter of fact, let me introduce y'all properly. I am so disrespectful. I apologize, y'all. Welcome to the chat. For anyone that don't know, this is what I do.
Yeah, yeah. When I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, when I walk through, yeah. I got sauce too, came with the gang, chopper rain, get a up, shine. When I walk through, yeah, she fine, then who brought you? Twins in the beans, once again, yeah, I brought two. Ay. When I walk through.
Okay, that's how we do when someone walks through the building. So that's what I like to play. But I found a shorter video that I made with myself in it, of course. Hey, my channel, might as well do it. Feel me? But anywho, let me stop being silly. I want y'all to think. I don't want y'all to get emotional. I know it's an emotional story, but I want y'all to keep y'all emotions out of this. I want y'all to sincerely listen to what I'm saying and take it in and then digest it and then let me know in the comment section after you've done that. It does not have to be today. When you sit back and listen to this story, I want you to come back and give me an answer. Okay? That's all I'm asking of y'all. Y'all know me. Well, the ones that know me, I can't stand silence. So it will be a little bit of music playing in the background because I can't take complete silence. It drives me insane. I feel like I'm in a bubble somewhere. I really, really do. Play down. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. I just want to... What I want is there's this lady, right? And she grew up in an area that was it was an area that was predominantly the opposite of what she was used to. But she had befriended them. They became cool. She started hanging with them. Her mama knew about them, didn't really know them. She knew a couple of them, but she didn't know the newbie friends that they had, that her daughter had. So her daughter gets on a plane ride to Vegas. To Vegas. Now it's about 8 or 9 of them, and they go to Vegas. So when they go to Vegas, they partying up, they having a good ball. Now y'all know, most black people know. Some Caucasian people may know too, because I know some that know it too, that I grew up with. It is, you leave with the people you left with is the people you come back with. Nobody breaks that rule. We all know that. Everybody knows that. So, the daughter's off in Vegas with her friends. They wandering all over the place. They ain't paying the girl no mind. And it's like, yo, wait a minute. She came over here with y'all. What did y'all bring her here for? If y'all gonna act like y'all ain't gonna treat her right. So, when it's time to leave, they don't find the girl where they decided they wanted to meet. Now, mind you, they didn't tell the girl where they were going to meet. They just told her to meet us by the bus before it's time to go. So, she's calling them and calling them and calling them. She's not getting any answer. So she's getting irate and scared and paranoid. Like, I'm stuck out here by myself and they just left me. And they claimed that they called her, but they couldn't find her, and they didn't want to miss the last bus from the casino. So they got on the bus and left her there for her to find her own way home. When I know for a fact, especially in the state of New Jersey, I don't care if you're going to Atlantic City, I don't care if you're going to upstate New York, gambling. You have to, whatever ticket you bought on your way back, that's what ticket you're supposed to use on your way back. Okay? That's just a fact. So I don't know. And the reason why I bring up this story is because this made me think of our beloved Nolan Wells. His mom trusted a couple of those people because she knew of them. And that's why I said people use the word friend too loosely. Just because you hang around somebody, that's your acquaintance. That's somebody you hanging around and y'all chilling. I don't care if you known each other since the 8th grade. If y'all wasn't hanging in the 8th grade, it don't matter. That ain't your friend. That's an acquaintance. Okay? So, I told her, call the police. But then she started explaining to me that the person that did this to her, their father's a cop. Their mother's a judge. Their stepfather's a judge. The stepmother worked for the CIA. And come to find out, most of her family belonged to the KKK. Okay? They belong to some race baiting places. And like I said, I brought up that little story to let y'all think about Nolan. Now, we don't know Nolan Wells. We're learning about Nolan Wells, who he was as a child, as a person, as a human. And from the way that I keep hearing things, it seemed like he was a very sweet kid. And he was helpful to everybody. So my thing is this. I want people to be honest with themselves. Don't lie just because it's me or you want to gain. I don't mean to say you want to gain favor with me or because you think I'm going to take your side. I want people to I really want people to tell me in the comments section. If you had a child that you know went over its friend's house to stay the night, your child cooked dinner for you the night he left. The night he left. First of all, what child, I don't care how old they are, I don't care if they're in their 30s, my son don't leave his cell phone anywhere. If he make a mistake and leave it somewhere, it's one of his relatives' house, not nobody else's house. And definitely not on no boat. But like I said, these are my personal opinions and my personal thoughts. So can't nobody say I'm dragging or defaming anybody's character. But what I am going to say is, these main 3 things. ex-officer Tater Tot needs to sit down and shut up, because he is putting doubt in this case. He is running and capping. As some people may have seen, he is married to a Caucasian woman. I don't know what that man's problem is with black people, except he hates his own self and his own skin color, or he hates his mama. I don't know. But when a black man can't stand his own people, it's a problem. It's a serious, serious problem. So ex-officer Tater Tot just needs to sit down, shut up, and mind his business. You ain't their lawyer. He calling their friend, so I guess he's their friend now. I don't know, but it's all bogus and it's all bullcrap. But anywho, again, anyone coming in, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channels. I would appreciate it, and thank you. Sorry, y'all, I needed some water. But my thing is this. Women, ladies out there, you can't tell me in your right mind, and that's why I have a lot of thoughts on this theory, and I'm going to tell a little bit about it in my other live. But women, mothers that love their children dearly, how could anybody dictate to you that you have no right to ask what happened to your child? See, that's their problem. They don't feel like she has the right to ask, where is her child? And then, get-go, we know they're lying because the way that her text message is read. Y'all wasn't looking for that boy. Y'all said y'all went out to breakfast the next morning. So that was another lie I caught. But anywho, these are my thoughts, my personal thoughts. So like I said, if your child goes missing, you gonna not turn over every stone, every rock, knock down every tree, every branch, run over every person that you can to find out what happened to your child. And the fact that they are trying to turn the tables on her is mind-blowing. To me, that's just like, hell, Craig getting fired on his day off. How dare you? But like I said, just listen to the facts. The basic facts. I'm just going to give you the basic facts. Nolan Xavier Wells left the dock at, what was that? 10:30, 11 o'clock a.m. Now, people don't use their common sense. Now, we saw that video of when they were leaving. But why is there no video when they came back? These are my personal thoughts, because I've been having these thoughts for the longest. Why is there no video of them coming back? Plus, they made a couple of stops before going back. Now, like I said the other day, if they are innocent, you have family members, friends, or whoever having you bury yourself in the dirt and making it seem like you're guilty. And I'm still trying to figure out why Warren is doing all the talking when they claim he wasn't even there. I'm just confused. But I'm going to say this. To my mothers, to all the mothers out there, keep an eye on your children. This video is not about hate baiting. It's not about race baiting. It's about nothing. This is me giving y'all my personal opinion and my personal thoughts. Y'all can do with y'all children what you may. But see, here in New Jersey, we have racism, don't get it twisted. But it's not bluntly out in our face as bad as it is apparently down south. And I tell everybody in a heartbeat, I got two sons. One I gave birth to. And if it was me, I'd be tearing Mississippi up. I'd be wringing necks and tearing Mississippi up. You hear me? So they should be proud and happy that they have a lovely, sweet, kind, gentle-hearted woman just trying to find out what happened to her baby. That's it. How can that be so wrong? Wouldn't, if it was your child, wouldn't you want to know where your child is at? I'm just asking. Wouldn't you want to know where your child is at? Especially when the so-called claiming to be his best friends and friends ain't telling you shit. There's a problem with that. And I ain't gonna be here much longer, so let me give y'all our originals of the day, okay? So this we love, and this fits into this story as well.
You a different type of delusional when you try to seek revenge on people that you created problems with. Oh God, you are definitely delusional when you make up so many fantastical, outlandish lies about a person to where you even start believing those lies to be real. Oh my God, what in the world? You real delusional if you play victim in the story when you are really the monster. You the villain in the story, baby. And you play victim. That's real delusional for you to try to pretend like you don't know why a person don't rock with you or why they don't like you. Why they delete me? Why they block me? What I do? What you mean what you do? Like there's no way that you can pretend like you ain't the one who's been creating the problems. Jumping from phone to phone to phone to phone with different stories to try to tear somebody down because you don't feel good about yourself. Oh my Lord.
Can I get an amen on that? Because people like to start trouble with people, but when people come after them, they got a problem. Hold on for a second, y'all. Sorry about y'all. I got to change this music because I don't let the song play twice and then I'm get on down to finish talking my junk. Okay. So, as I was saying, that ex-officer Tater Tot needs to sit down somewhere and be quiet. See, he's capping for them young white men. I don't know why. I don't know who's paying him or what, allegedly, because ain't nobody that stupid. Just like I seen that video with them jet life vests on the end of that other boat. And my mindset is right where everybody else is at. I believe that them boys did something. I believe. You don't have to believe it, but I do. Because the only time people act like that is when they're guilty. That's when they act like the way these boys are acting. They act guilty. If they weren't guilty, they would act like they had some sense. They would have went to that boy's funeral. I don't mean to call him that boy. They would have went to Nolan's funeral. They would have showed more respect for Miss Christine than that other boy. I don't remember that boy name that sat there in that middle telling that lie. Talking about some all them people came to their house. They know damn well ain't no 15, 20 people came to their house. That's a bold-faced lie. But that boy did tell on themselves. He was like, well, what? Nolan down in the bottom boat, beat up, bleeding to death or something. Then you see Wyatt face. Like, don't say that. Don't say that. Please don't say that. Why would you say that? I think that was a slip of the tongue, my loves. I do. I think it was a slip of the tongue. But I think a couple of them making the slips of the tongue. And I don't understand how they would think anybody, except their lying parents, would believe that they had nothing to do with anything. But they were with Nolan. And then one of the boats that that Wyatt named the boat that he got on, he didn't say nothing about that boat at first. So listen to the real facts. I don't know who that young lady is, Pink Panda, whatever her name is. She good at her work. I don't know. I think her name is Royalty. I don't know the lady's name. The lady with the blonde hair and the glasses. She is doing her damn thing, and it's another young lady doing her damn thing. Now, I am sick and tired. Why is anybody raising any GoFundMe money for that family? Those families are rich. Because allegedly, well, when they showed the paperwork, I don't have to say allegedly, but I'm going to say allegedly. Certain members in that family own a piece of that island. Yes, you heard it right. And then when the grandfather canceled the tow, grandfather was on the same damn island. That's why he called and canceled that tow. It was the same damn island. They showed the picture. But my thoughts is, my sisters and my brothers, keep an eye on your children. Don't let your children go nowhere, and I mean nowhere. I don't care if it's the corner store. I mean, no disrespect to my Caucasian people, because that is not what this is about. I'm not a person about dividing people, but what I am a person about is keeping my black children and black men and women safe. And any time that some black child goes off somewhere with, I don't care if they're an adult or a child, no matter any time any of them go away with somebody Caucasian, either they don't come back or they come back sick, but most of the time they come back home in a body bag. And that ain't fair. That boy had his whole life, and it was like, oh, he was drinking, heavy drinking, and probably doing drugs. And no, that boy was going right back to camp on Monday. So he'd have had P tests and everything. He'd have never messed that up. Never. Now my thing is, where were the rest of the boys going to school? I don't believe that fight was over no Katie. And they keep acting like they don't know Katie. Apparently they were saying, allegedly, that Katie was Wyatt's ex-girlfriend. So for them to act like they don't know who the hell Katie is mind-blowing. And they made it their business to keep saying, if somebody takes somebody else's girlfriend, we just let that go. Y'all ain't let that go. Y'all mad because that young man decided, I don't got time for this madness in my life no more. I'm going off to college and I'm about to do big things. I'm about to make my mama and my daddy and my brothers proud of me. That is what happened. I believe they were hating on him for a minute. I do believe there was an argument ensued with him and Wyatt. I believe there was a fight ensued. Me personally, allegedly, my personal feelings, I think it was Wyatt's brother that got into the fight with Nolan. That's what I believe, because he keeps saying his buddy. You want to name everybody else, but then when he talks about Mr. Nolan, Xavier Wells, he calls him by his full name. I don't know no friends, best friends, call each other by their full government name. Y'all, I need you to keep an eye on y'all babies, because they're trying to take our babies out of here. And like I said, somebody messed with mine, and I'm going to tear America up. You hear me? So I understand where she comes from. I give much praise and love and respect to Mr. Elmore and Miss Christine, because they have been stronger than I know I could have ever been. It wouldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. As tough as I am, I only got one biological son. Daddy took me out of here. Daddy took me out of here. Because that's my baby I gave birth to. So, as I was saying before, I need y'all to open your eyes and stop falling for the bullshit. They're already also, apparently, allegedly, one of the family members have some stock in TikTok. So if a lot of y'all videos may be getting flagged and snatched off of TikTok, that would be the reason why. Because that wicked man and his little punk ass lawyers he sent there that cannot work in Mississippi, they just look for camera time. Because they can't represent nobody in Mississippi. I don't know about that other one. But all ex-officer Tater Tot is a user. That's why he got everybody sitting up there with that funky ass brandy. It probably ain't nothing but some Hennessy. It's just a mess. We need to pray for Miss Christina and Mr. Elmore, and the children as well, because her kids need prayer. Because I know this school year is hard, and I pray to God learn to keep their hands to themselves and they don't bother them boys either. And what they did to Carmelo Anthony is dead wrong, absolutely wrong, and a disgrace. But they used that young black man as a pawn. That's what they did. They used him as a pawn. And that's real talk. So, something else I like to do and share a little love before I leave here. Because this is how we roll over here, too.
See, I found out that unhealed people hate hearing the truth when they're not ready to heal. Fake is more common than being real. Being real gets you rejected. Being real gets you used. Being real will get your name slandered because you walk in your truth. And see, you raw and uncut. Yeah, you state the facts that people are not ready to accept. See, them same people, they not ready to wake up. They not ready to walk in their power. See what I'm saying? They not ready to walk in their authenticity. No, they want to stay low vibrational. See what I'm saying? Because being fake is more common than being real. They're not ready to be the king that they are meant to be. They're not ready to be the queen that they are meant to be. You see what I'm saying? It takes a lot to become that. It takes a lot to unlearn the toxic patterns and cycles that they've known since birth. It takes a lot. See, but when you know better, you do better. Being real ain't hard at all, baby. It just gotta be in you, not on you. See, you can't teach how to be solid. You can't teach how to be genuine. You can't teach that, baby. That come already instilled in you. You see what I'm saying? That part. Everybody not real. Everybody don't respect real. They rather keep the lies going. Yeah. See, when you fake, you can blend in with any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can stand amongst the crowd. Like, you see a lot of fake people got so many people around them. You see what I'm saying? Fake is fake everywhere. When you real, you are rare. You ain't amongst the crowd because you know what type of what that brings. You know what I'm saying? What type of spiritual warfare it brings. You feel me? So listen, if you out here moving with morals, principles, and values, and you stand for something because you ain't falling for anything, I salute you. Yeah, it ain't hard being real. It's just a lot of people rather accept being in low vibrations. They rather accept chaos, destruction in their life. They self-sabotage and self-destruct. It's hard to heal for some. It's hard to be real because that's all they know is fake. That's all they know is low vibration. That's all they know. But I pray for everybody that we can finally wake up and see the light. That part. I love you. Bye.
That is exactly what we need. We need to stop listening to people or allowing people to talk to us any old kind of way or being too nice. And I say, why being too nice? The reason why I say being too nice is because lots of times we as black people, we're the most forgiving people on the planet. We forgive everything. And it's crazy. It's like, why do we always be the ones that's forgiving to everybody else? Nobody can never forgive us properly. But we're always on the forgiving end of everything. I'm just asking y'all. I'm just asking. So, when it comes down to it, like I said, I wanted to use this story, that little piece of a story time, to let y'all think, if that was your child, could you just sit still and not ask questions? Could you sit still and not question every single person he left the house with? Or your daughter? And if you don't question them, Parents, please, I'm not trying to tell y'all how to parent, but all I'm asking y'all to do is do this. Put them 360s on your phone. I don't care how old your kid is. Put that on your phone. Make sure somebody knows where you're at all times. Cause see, that's how we get down. We live together. We leave together. We come back together. And if somebody going to meet somebody new, we need name, addresses, phone numbers, and license plates. I don't know about some people, but that's how we get down up here in Jersey. Okay. Just to let you know. It also tells you to be cautious. Because sometimes you think you know people and you really don't. But I'm going to say this again. And I made it from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, I am not racist in any shape, form, or fashion. But most of us black folks know if your black child leaves here with a group of white children, they may not come home the next day. Now, if the roles were reversed, and I'm going to talk about that too. Black people never lose a child. They never lose a Caucasian child, never. A Caucasian friend, because they keep them close to them. Especially when they don't fit in the group, they're going to keep an eye on them at all times. They're not going to let anything happen to them. That's the difference between their children and our children to me. We abide by the rules. You leave together, you come back together. As the Navy, the Army, Reserve, whatever, don't leave no man behind or woman. Because if they was his real friends and they ain't leaving, he said the last time he saw Nolan was at 3 o'clock. And y'all didn't leave until 4:30. You didn't go looking for him. Then people ain't his friends. No disrespect to Miss Christina and Mr. Elmore. But he was their token black person. He was not their friend. Now, one of them that claims that they was really their friend, I think he's showing off in front of his other friends to pretend he wasn't really Nolan's friend, but he was really Nolan's friend. And he's probably losing his shit right now. But if you stood by and watched things happen, whoever stood by and watched things happen, whoever participated in Nolan Wells losing his life, y'all all need to be in jail. And it looks like to me Warren is getting ate up by the ancestors. I'm just saying. Because until they do right by Nolan Wells, nothing good gonna come for them. Nothing. I don't care how many people try to cover for them people. They could change them time stamps and all they want to. But when they go through that phone, me personally, my personal opinion, my personal thoughts, because they've said it in a couple of videos on TikTok that I have seen, that they seen Wyatt doing the Kokiana. And apparently that must have been caught on video. And that's what he was mad at. And I can imagine because, kids, I don't say all kids, because most black kids don't even do that. Go out with their friends, or go hang out and try something they ain't never tried before. Most black kids don't do that. Especially when they got a scholarship for college. And they going off playing football. They not getting ready to fuck up their career just to be hanging around y'all. That man, Nolan Wells, realized y'all wasn't shit and he got away from y'all. He was done with y'all and y'all was mad. Because y'all must have been using him to get the girls. Because that's the only thing I could think of. Because ain't none of y'all cute. Nolan Wells was adorable. And he was a kind, sweet soul. And it's sad, very sad, that his mother had to bury her child. That's against the rules. A mother should never have to bury her child. It's just supposed to be the other way around. So, those are a little bit of my thoughts. But in the next video, I'll give y'all a little more. But I'm going to tell y'all, stop listening to Tater Tot, ex-officer Tater Tot. Stop showing his videos. Y'all are giving him clout by showing his funny looking big face that ass on the TV. Let him and his Caucasian wife live happily ever after. Stop talking about him. He won't have nothing to say. And the fact that them fake ass lawyers that can't even do any law work in Mississippi, talking about they may sue. They may sue Al Sharp. They may sue this person. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't nobody give a damn about none of that y'all talking about. Nobody. They ain't even thinking of them. And then had to throw Don Lemon name in there. I was like, these people are absolutely insane. All of y'all are crazy. That's why y'all stick so close to each other. If it was they real best friend, they do the same shit because they ain't nobody friend. That's why I tell y'all, be careful who you call friend. Who you trust in your space. Who you trust around your kids. Be cautious. Because there are a lot of wicked ass people out here in these streets. Alright. So, I'm going to give y'all some love and I'm going to get on out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is you listen to this. And with that being said, let me give y'all some Pastor Mike. I love this video. That's why I haven't changed it yet. I'm changing this.
People ain't my problem. Because when I get fed up, I'll cut you off. Places ain't my problem. Because there's certain places I don't even want to go no more. What's killing most of us is preferences. Preferences. So what am I talking about? Put this in your notes. I want to talk about the danger of preferences. At first glance, preference seems harmless. It's just a personal choice or an inclination. So if you had to define preference, preference defined is a personal choice, an inclination. But when preferences go unchecked, preferences can become a prison that locks us out of what God has for us. Why is that important, PMJ? Here's a good note for you. Because preference can lead to partial obedience. Michael, preference can lead us to partial obedience. This is good. And partial obedience is still disobedience. If I tell my son to clean up his room and all he do is make up his bed, he didn't do everything I told him to do. Which means some of y'all think that the delay in your life is the devil, when typically the devil does mess with you. But the delay in your life ain't the devil. The delay you're experiencing is God saying, I can't do my part till you do all of your part.
All right, y'all. Again, anybody come through, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think and what you feel. Tell me your thoughts on this. Because those are my thoughts. So, what I wanted to play next is... Nah, none of them. But I will give y'all this. Crown out to all the kings and queens in the building.
She back again. Whole room feel it. Queen mode on.
Later, folks. I'm out of here.
Do